never have enough. A very good afternoon, distinguished guest, chief guest of the day, Sri Naidu Murli Krishna, Chairman Sri Anil Kedia, Mrs. Bhuvneshwari Rao, Vice Principal Mr. Ramchandra Khanal, CAOs, wing coordinators, faculty heads, CCA in charges, teachers, students, and most importantly our worthy parents.
Foremost, we the host for the day, Sita Sharma and
Umesh Sound.
On behalf of entire DAV family, would like to welcome one and all present here to the family Jamboree. On this auspicious occasion, we have here with us Shri Naidu Murli Krishna, Assistant Director Academics and Admission, Mewar University, Rajasthan, India. We are indeed privileged and honored to have you here with us, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to welcome our guest. All great things are simple and many can be expressed in simple word honor. Honor is simply the morality of superior men. Now, to honor our guest with bouquet and khada, may I kindly request our chairman, Shri Anil Kedia, to kindly come forward, and may I kindly request our principal ma'am to accompany him for the same. But before this, we have lightened the land to pay tribute to the Almighty and the holy soul of our founders. For this, may I kindly request our chief guest of the day, Mr. Naidu Murli Krishna, and I would also like to request our chairman, Shri Anil Kedia, and principal Mrs. Bhuvneshwari Rao to accompany the guest.
I can feel that the heartbeats have gone up, feet are moving in rhythm, and everyone is eager to sink into the depth of music, song, lights, and joy. But I request the audience to have patience for a few more minutes. Today we will have a rainbow of cultural items prepared under the able guidance of our teachers. Our teachers, ladies and gentlemen, do deserve a big round of applause. I would like to call upon the students of Sanskrit song on the stage. Sanskrit language is the soul of Hindu religious doctrines like Veda, Upanishad, Ramayana and Gita. Before we move ahead, there is an information for the parents participating in parents item. I would like to request all the participants of parents item to move outside the hall and meet the item in charges. Dear parents, those who are participating in parents item, please kindly move outside the hall and meet the item in charges right now.
Yes, our school principal, Mrs. Bhuvneshwari Ram, with her welcome speech.
Thank you, Umesh and Sita. I think for the first time, our students of grade 10 have sung the Sanskrit wedding song, though from Hindi, and I think they deserve a big round of applause because all the students in them were not Sanskrit learners. Honorable Chief Guest of the day, Shri Naidu Murli Krishna, Assistant Director, Academics and Admission, Mewar University, Rajasthan, India. Honorable Chairman, Shri Anil Kedia, our Vice Principal, Mr. Ramchandra Khanar, our CEO, Madam Vijaya Tatar, Wing Coordinators, Head of the Departments, teachers, and the special invitees for today, all the worthy parents for whom this Jamboree is commencing, and my dear students of grade 10 who have put in their efforts to make this Jamboree so vibrant and meaningful. A very good afternoon. I feel much delighted to extend a warm welcome to you all to the Family Jamboree of Class 10. I do feel proud while addressing you all to one of the rarest occasions which any school in the country could host. We don't say we are different, but we have acknowledged the fact that parents are the child's first teachers, and this Jamboree is one evident step to it. In the preface of the revised edition of his book, Out of Our Minds, Sir Ken Robinson observes that the more complex the world becomes, the more creative we need to be to meet its challenges. And this is becoming increasingly clear in education and the workplace. People now need to be creative to be successful, but while the idea of success has changed, the education system has not always adjusted its methods or goals to meet it. But as a school, we seek the lesson from it. Our school had both the generations, children studying with us, the Generation Z, born between 1995 and 2009. Most do not remember life without the internet and have had technology like smartphones, iPads, smartboards and other devices available throughout most of their schooling. Second generation Alpha, born since 2010. They are younger than smartphones, the iPads, 3D television, Instagram, and music streaming apps like the Spotify. This is the first generation likely to see in 22nd century in their large number. Our school shares a concern for both the generation and working towards it accordingly. Growing up with this level of technology means growing up with a completely unprecedented amount of information at your fingertips. Such, we move ahead taking into collation P21, Partnership for 21st Century Learning, which has identified 4 skills for today's learners: creativity, critical thinking, communication, and collaboration. These 4 themes are not to be understood as units or even subjects, but as themes that should be overlaid across all curriculum, mapping, and strategic planning. They should be part of every lesson in the same way as literacy and numeracy. Creativity is about thinking through information in a new way, making new connections, and coming up with innovative solutions to problems. Critical thinking is about analyzing information and critiquing claims. Communication is understanding things well enough to share them clearly with other people. Collaboration is about teamwork and the collective genius of a group that is more than the sum of its parts. The ability to think critically and creatively, to collaborate with others, and to communicate clearly not only sets students for success in their careers, but also empowers them to lead happier lives. And happy children means happy world. This batch of grade 10 SEE and CBSE possess extra potentiality, and as parents and teachers, we need to tap it to the best. These students are obviously doing their share, and what they need is our support and blessings. I believe as parents, you know your child better. Still, I would like to share a few tips which I felt as parents we need to do or must do. First and foremost, appreciate their efforts no matter if they win or lose. When you are growing up, the journey is more important than the destination. So whether your child makes the winning goal for his team or accidentally kicks out of bounds, applaud the efforts. Pickard says they should never feel embarrassed for trying. Over the long haul, consistently trying hard builds more confidence than intermittently doing well, he explains. Please encourage practice to build competence. Encourage your child to practice whatever it is they are interested in, but do so without putting too much pressure on them. Harman Sue, a piano pedagogue, told Ellen DeGeneres that she started practicing when she was just 3 years old. Practice invests effort in the confident expectation that improvement will surely follow. Also, let them figure out problems by themselves. This is very important. If you do the hard work for your child, then they will never develop the abilities or the confidence to figure out problems on their own. Parental help can prevent confidence derived from self-help and figuring out on the child's own. In other words, it is better that your child gets a few B's and C's rather than straight A's, so long as they are actually learning how to solve problems and do their own work. Also, encourage their curiosity. Sometimes a child's endless stream of questions can be tiresome and boring, but it should be encouraged. Paul Harris of Harvard University told the Guardian that asking questions is a helpful exercise for a child's development because it means they realize that there are things they don't know and that there are invisible worlds of knowledge they have never visited. Give them new dreams. Show your child that they can make and accomplish small goals to reach big accomplishment, like joining to the best colleges or universities thereafter. Parents can nurture confidence by increasing responsibilities that must be met. Avoid creating shortcuts or making expectations for your child. Special treatment can communicate a lack of confidence. Entitlement is no substitute for confidence. Please never ever criticize their performance. Nothing will discourage your child more than criticizing his or her efforts. Giving useful feedback and making suggestions is fine, but never tell them they are doing a bad job. If your kid is scared to fail because they worry you will be angry, hurt or disappointed, they will never try new things. More often than not, parental criticism reduces the child's self-valuing and motivation. Treat mistakes as building blocks for learning. Learning from mistakes builds confidence. But this only happens when you as a parent treat mistakes as an opportunity to learn and grow. Don't be overprotective, please, for your child. Allow them to mess up every now and then and help them to understand how they can better approach the task next time. Don't tell them when you are worried about them. Parental worry can often be interpreted by the child as a vote of no confidence. Expressing parental confidence endangers the child's confidence, especially when they are at the threshold of youth, like my kids now, appearing for their school final examinations. Do praise them when they deal with adversity. Life is not fair, it is hard, and every child will have to learn that at some point obstacles come. When they do encounter hardships, parents should put out how enduring these challenges will increase their resilience. It is important to remind your child that every road to success is filled with setbacks. Also offer your help and support, but not too much of it. Giving too much assistance too soon can reduce the child's ability for self-help. Making parental help contingent on the child's self-help first can build confidence. Applaud their courage when they try something new. Whether it is trying out for the travel basketball team or going on their first roller coaster, parents should praise their kids for trying new things. And you always have to tell them that nothing is as simple as any new thing, but they are brave to try that. Comfort comes from sticking to the familiar. Courage is required to dare the new and different. Be authoritative, but not too forceful or strict. When parents are too strict or demanding, the child's confidence to self-direct can be reduced. Dependence on being told can keep the child from acting bold. As always, it is its core. The role of education is to prepare students to become active, successful, and contributing members of society. The essence of education's role has not changed. Society has changed. We cannot adequately prepare students for the society that exists today or will exist tomorrow. If we continue to prepare them for the society that existed yesterday, believe me, we will be a complete failure. So, we as a school are changing every day, and the same change should come in the homes too. Finally, once again welcoming the chief guest of the day, Mr. Naidu Murli Krishna, Assistant Director Academics and Admission, Mewar University, a young but promising academician who is working tirelessly to give a transitional footstool to the school students to the higher studies, helping them to get into the best of the best premier institutions of India and abroad. I have had met him in his university and extended the invitation to visit our school just as I do, but to my surprise, he calls after a week and says he is coming to DAV Sushil Kedia Vishabharati for a short visit. I could not believe it, but it is true. Ladies and gentlemen, he is here today as the chief guest, young and dynamic. So, can we all thank him with a big round of applause? Today, DAV Sushil Kedia Vishabharati and Mewad University stands together for the good of students, and this has happened just because of him. Thank you, Murli sir, and hope this association lasts longer than ever. Not to forget our Honorable Chairman, Shri Anil Kedia, who is leading this movement of change through education and guiding every DAVian, both students and teachers, to make a better world today. So, we express our sincere gratification to you always. Nevertheless, thanking our wonderful parents community for placing their trust on us and making us partners in their child education. Hoping that each one of you will carry back a wonderful experience being a part of this family Jamboree. I take the leave. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, ma'am, for your valuable suggestions on parenting and educating children, and obviously for your wonderful welcome speech. Ladies and gentlemen, lined up next is Nepali cultural dance. As we all know, Nepal is a diverse country with varying landscape, rich biodiversity, and even more diverse culture. Rautis, one of the nomadic ethnic groups of Nepal, has sustained its unique cultural identity over the years. The peculiar features of their livelihood include monkey hunting, woodworking, and the traditional dance. And today, our students are presenting a Raute dance for all the wonderful parents.
for such a lovely performance. And ladies and gentlemen, they do deserve a big, big round of applause. Now hold your breath, ladies and gentlemen, for another fabulous dance performance, the Bollywood dance style. It is a playful, expressive and energetic dance style that is a great reminder to not take things too seriously and to enjoy the pure dance and being in the body. So get out of your head and let your body do the talking with your unique and integrated dance style. So ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the group of Bollywood dance style with big round of applause.
Wow, this doll is really nice. Could you please deliver it in this address? Thank you.
Wow, you really rocked the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, they do deserve a big round of applause. The energy was wonderful. Proceeding ahead, we have parents item, and for this I would like to hand over the mic to Mrs. Aarti Sharma and Mr. Rabin Khemire.
Life is more fun if you play games by Roald Dahl. Good afternoon, one and all present here. I, Aarti Sharma, and Robin Khemire sir are here to conduct the most awaited item, that is parents item. The objective of this program is to make the parents participate and interact with the DAV family. We all know that education of a child will be better with active involvement of parents, teachers and students. The game for today's program is struggling with hula hoop. I'm sure that parents taking part in this item are very much excited to show their talent to rest of the parents. We have 8 representative parents from different sections. In the first round, 4 contestants will play, and in the second round, the other 4 contestants will play. So without further delay, I would like to read out the names of all the participants. As I call their names, participant needs to come on the stage. Contestant number 1, parents of Aslesha Shrestha, Mr. Vikas Shrestha and Mrs. Sagun Shrestha. Give them a big round of applause. Contestant number 2, parents of Sangya Vaidya, Mr. Sishir Vaidya and Mrs. Renuka Vaidya. Give them a big round. Clap should continue. Contestant number 3, parents of Chetna Rathi, Mr. Mahesh Rathi and Mrs. Varsha Rathi. Contestant number 4, parents of Isha Agrawal, Mr. Deepak Agrawal and Mrs. Sunita Agrawal. Contestant number 5, parents of Ayush Lohia, Mr. Deepak Lohia and Mrs. Savita Lohia. Contestant number 6, Jia Sakya, Mr. Kiran Sakya and Mrs. Shreni Sakya. Contestant number 7, parents of Prajot Sana Rani Das, Father Prashant Krishna Das and Mrs. Jyoti Das. Contestant number 8, parents of Lujata Shrestha, Mr. Lakshman Raja Shrestha and Mrs. Jayanti Shrestha. Give them a big round of applause.
Good afternoon, everybody. So, in first round, our 4 contestants will play. So for that, I'm going to read out the rules of the game. First of all, they need to stand and hold their hands together. They need to pass the ring from one to another without leaving their hand. And in the same way, they need to pass the ring back. Another rule, the time allotment for the game is 90 seconds and contestants need to play continuously with the commencement of music, and the game will be over with the ending of music. In case, if any parents leave their hand while passing ring, their points will be deducted. The winners will be that contestant who will pass more number of rings. Call all the judges. The judges of the competition are Mr. Binod Pia, Ramesh Gurung, Devjyoti Chetri, Mr. Mahindra Neupani, and Mr. Sailendra Yadav. So I would like to request all the judges to come on the stage. And please contestant number 1, 2, 3 and 4. So, participants, are you ready? And judges are ready? So, I'll count it now. Participants, please may I have your attention? Okay, now we are going to start. I'll count 1, 2 and 3 and then you need to start. So, and then Janak sir will play music. Contestant? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Audience, please put your hands together for encouraging them. So, your encouragement will give them energy. Yes, contestant number 1 is doing well. And the time is 90 seconds. Within 90 seconds, they will pass the ring. Contestant number 1 is doing, 2 is following. Audience, please continuously put your hands together for encouraging them. Yes, please go on. Yes, there is tough competition between contestant number 1 and 2. Please come on. Still there is time. Pass the ring. Pass the ring. Yes. Wow, very nice. They are doing. Come on, contestant number 3. Please go on. Still there is time. Thank you so much. Please put your hands together for them. And contestant number 1, 2 and 3, 1, 2, 3 and 4. They have played very well. So thank you so much to all of them. Now contestant number 5, 6, 7 and 8. They are going to play in second round. And I would like to request contestant number 5, 6, 7 and 8 to be ready for game. So contestant, are you ready? Judges, are you ready? So I'll count 1, 2 and 3 and please start. 1, 2, 3. And you have 90-second time. Please pass the ring. Yes, contestant number 5 is doing well. And they are followed by contestant number 6. Those who will pass ring in more number, they will be winner. Please go on. Still there is time. Audience, I would like to request all the audience, please put your hands together for encouraging them. Yes. That way we still have time. Please come on. Please go on. Still there is time. Please pass the ring. Yes, there is a tough competition between contestant number 5 and 6. So time is over. And that I would like to express my gratitude to all the parents, my dear students, for their wonderful participation in this parents' game. And the result will be declared very soon. So by saying this, we take a leave. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, students, for your scintillating performance. And the audience, let's put our hands together for them. Next, we have a mime. It's a mime on selfie craze. Mime is an act of using movements of your hands and body, an expression on your face with speech to communicate emotions and actions or to tell a story. The performance of mime originates at its earliest in ancient Greece. The mime that the students are going to perform today is comical one that shows the craziness of modern world towards selfie culture. With the advent of smartphones equipped with cameras, taking selfies has become a craze throughout the world. Selfie mania can be considered the most appropriate term for the trend, which has become an integral part of modern life. And to know more on selfie culture, the audience.
Wow, what a lovely performance. Lined up next, we have Telugu folk dance. This dance is specially dedicated to our chief guest of the day, Mr. Naidu Murli Krishna. Let's welcome the student on the stage with a big round of applause.
Students for entertaining us. Next we have token presentation. We have a small token for our chief guest, Mr. Sri Naidu Murli Krishna, Assistant Director Academics and Admission, Mewar University. And to present the token, may I kindly request our Chairman Sir Sri Anil Kheria and our Principal Ma'am present a token of love to our chief guest. I would like our chief guest to present the prizes to the winners of Parents Game. The winners of Parents Game, in third position, we have contestant number 1, Mr. Pikesh Shrestha. Congratulations, winner, once again. Now, may I kindly request our chairman, sir, to hand over a token of love to our chief guest. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Moving on to our next item. When we talk about cultural event and entertainment, how can we miss out English songs? Entertainment is incomplete without English songs. Songs not only please our ears, but they please our mind and soul. Songs are our friends of every moment of life, either it be a sad moment or a joyful moment. Either it be a moment of celebration or grief. Either it be a moment of departure or meeting. So here we have a group of singers singing English song, Nothing at All by Ronan Keating. The song says, when a person feels very low and depressed, there is always a special person in their life who can make them feel better. So dear audience, let's welcome the students of English song with a big round of applause.
When you say nothing at all.
What a voice these students have. Thank you students for your melodious song. Dance is not merely a movement of feet and hands. It is an enactment of a story. It does have a theme, a message to convey, and some feeling to express. The dance our students are performing today is a tribute to late Sri Devi, a legendary Bollywood star.
Sri Devi was born on August 13, 1963 in her father's hometown of Sibakasi, Tamil Nadu, India. Her mother was from Tirupati, Andhra Pradesh. So Sri Devi grew up speaking Telugu and Tamil. She has a sister named Sri Lata and a stepbrother named Satish. Her dad passed away during the year 1991, while her mom died during 1997. She started her career at a very early age in 1967 as a child artist in a Tamil movie, Kandan Kurunai. She also starred as a child actress in a Telugu movie, Bangarakka, in 1977 and a Malayalam movie, Kumara Sambhavan, in 1969. She made her foray on Bollywood tinsel screen in 1975 as a child actor with the smash hit Julie, in which she played the younger sister of the lead actress. Thereafter, she started to act in adult roles in Hindi only from 1979. She appeared in 63 movies in Hindi, 62 in Telugu, 58 in Tamil and 21 in Malayalam, in a career that has spanned from 1967 through to 2007. Sri Devi established a strong on-screen pair with Kamal Haasan in Tamil films from 1977 to 1983 and then with Jitendra in Hindi films from 1983 to 1988, which helped her get foothold in Hindi films. Her initial welcome the students who are performing a dance that is a tribute to late Sri Devi.
Thank you.
Really mind-blowing performance made by the students. Ladies and gentlemen, these students deserve a big round of applause.
I once again request all the parents to be seated in their seats for one more program. We have almost come to the end of this family Jamboree. And the last item is Kollywood style dance. And before I call the students on the stage, I would like to invite Umesh Maskis for vote of thanks.
To be spiritually conscious, socially responsible, and morally upright is the core dimension of DAV School vision of education. We know that success is not a destination, but a journey, believing in the philosophy that victory belongs to the most persevering. I, Umesh Maske, on behalf of DAVSKVB, am here to spell out words of thanks to all those who made this program extravaganza a sweet memory to carry home. Of the day, Mr. Naidu Murali Krishna, Assistant Director, Academics and Admission, Mewar University, Rajasthan. Honorable Chairperson, Sri Anil Kedia, Respected Principal Ma'am, Mrs. Bhuvaneshwari Rao, Vice Principal Sir, Mr. Ramchandra Khanal, CEO Ma'am, Mrs. Vijay Tate, Wing Coordinators, Academic in Charge, HODs, ECA in charges, teachers, distinguished guests, and worthy parents. Good afternoon, one and all present here. I should first thank the respected Chief Guest, Mr. Naidu Murali Krishna, for his valuable presence, who in spite of his busy schedule accepted our invitation and has come here to this program. Sir, despite of your busy schedule, you spent your precious time with us and encouraged our children. We will ever remain grateful to you, and we thank you for being with us today. Thank you very much, sir, for sparing your valuable time with us. Similarly, I would like to take this opportunity to express the vote of thanks to our Honorable Chairperson, Sri Anil Kedia, who always supports and guides us for heading the journey of excellence. Thank you, sir, for being the prime source of inspiration and encouragement to all of us. Likewise, I would like to acknowledge my sincere gratification to our respected Principal Ma'am, Mrs. Bhuvaneshwari Rao, under whose able guidance and leadership we are able to produce the students who can meet the needs and aspirations of 21st century. Similarly, I would like to express hearty thanks to our Vice Principal Sir, Mr. Ramchandra Khanal, CEO Ma'am Mrs. Vijay Tate, CEO Wing Coordinator Mr. Megji Tang, and Academic in charge Mr. Naren Khatiwada for their tireless support and involvement to make this program a grand success. I also would like to extend my special thanks to HODs, all the teachers of class 9 and 10, music department, dance department for their solid support to make this program a wonderful one in the history of our school. I must mention our deep sense of appreciation for Mr. Umesh Saud and Mrs. Sita Sharma for their successful coordination of conducting the program. I also wish to express my sincere gratitude to our entire parents community and the well-wishers who always support and encourage us in each and every steps. Thank you so much to all the worthy parents for accepting our invitation and spending your valuable time with us. Your overwhelming presence has really motivated your words as well as all the entire school community. I must mention our deep sense of appreciation for the stage setters, photographers, sound and light technicians who added color and festivity to this program. I must mention our deep sense of appreciation to all our non-teaching staffs for their involvement and willingness to take on the completion of tasks beyond their comfort zones. Finally, I would like to thank the blooming birds of DAV School for their cute performance on the stage. You did really lift the audience off their feet. Hats off to you, dear students. Thankfulness is the beginning of gratitude, and gratitude is the completion of thankfulness. Yes, once again, I would like to thank each and everyone present here for your support and cooperation towards the building of this great temple of learning. May God continue to bless all of us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Now, inviting the students of Colliver style dance on the stage, with the host of the day would like to take a leave. Thank you very much.
छैन मोहानी नारायण रूपै मोहानी रूपै मोहानी नारायण रूपै मोहानी रूपै मोहानी नारायण रूपै मोहानी लड़के जवन करके नजर घायल बनाउनी लड़के जवन करके नजर घायल बनाउनी रूपै मोहानी नारायण रूपै मोहानी रूपै मोहानी नारायण रूपै मोहानी लड़के जवन करके नजर घायल बनाउनी लड़के जवन करके नजर घायल बनाउनी चौड़ी रति